I just did a video, but I wanted to do another one because I wanted to open this deck here. It is, sorry, I'm just, oh, my hair. Okay, I wanted to open this deck. This is the Beyond Lemuria Oracle card deck, and I wanted to open it, and maybe you can pick a card. So here I go. I'm going to take the plastic off somehow. My nails are really short because I cut them all, so I can't really get into it. I guess I should have had it started before I opened the video live. Okay, I got it. All right, I'm really excited to see this deck. I have a couple on the shelf, so I thought this one would be a good one to show you. And I hope that you can see it the right way. On my screen, I'm seeing it not the right way. So I am going to go to my channel on my computer here, and I think it'll show me live what you are seeing. All right, let's open this baby up. This is by Izzy Ivy and Blue Angel. New Earth Codes and Wisdoms for Our Ancient Future. Oh, good. Ivy. I'm going to turn down my volume because you don't need to hear me talking in the background, but I can see myself. Sorry, I just had a chocolate too, so if you see me licking my teeth, that's what it is. All right, yep, see, I just did it again. Ooh, nice little blank piece of paper in there. It says, transform shadow into light, bridge duality, and inspire heaven on earth through the practical and enlightening insight from Lemuria. Recall the past and glimpse the future. Expand your conscious awareness and behold the wonders of the greater world. This uniquely stunning deck from artist and author Izzy Ivy is infused with loving guidance, greater knowledge, and encoded symbols to enliven the truth in you with the majesty of the universe. Fusing childlike innocence with all-knowing depth and strength in her characters, Izzy Ivy combines art with the spirit that dances her. Every image is seeded with subtle symbolism for the collective dreaming and keys to a deeper recall. Meet the Lemurians, connect with their energy, and work with the microcosm to reclaim wholeness and step into your light. It's time for the remembering. It's time to go beyond Lemuria. I like that. And now I'm going to take the deck out. Oh, it has a nice book. Okay, I'm going to look at the book first. It's black and white. It has pictures and descriptions for each page. And I'm just going to I have a long message that I'm just going to read to myself for a moment while I'm sharing this with you. All right, so Robin just sent me a message and I want to reply to her, but I don't know if I can type it. I hope you don't hear this. Okay. So maybe Robin will hop on. I just told her to hop on with us. All right. So, Earth Star Chakra. Initiation. Right, we could go over every single card here, or we can just like shuffle them, put them down, and Jade just posted a new video. I love Jade. I like going on and showing my support for other tweeters. And hey, Robin's popping in. Good. We have this really pretty deck. What the heck? Oh, they are different. I'm like, I just saw the root chakra card. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle these cards. I haven't even looked at them. Robin, since you're just joining, I just opened this deck, took the plastic off, and now I am going to ask you to pick a card. So here's the deck cover, Beyond Lemuria, and it is Izzy Ivy that has written and done the artwork in this deck. So I'm going to maybe put 4 cards out, and then you can pick 1, 2, 3, or 4. Is that a good way to do this? I'm not good at doing readings. I would love it if someone would come and teach me how. So I'm going to pick a deck, and then I'm going to read what it says in the book about it. And then hopefully, you guys will be able to tell me what's going on. If I'm good at this or not, I don't know. So it'll be fun. You can pick a card, and I'm just going to shuffle just a little bit more because it is a brand new deck. I want to just give it some of my love, some of my energy. Just infuse this deck with me so that it is my deck. And I do have more of these on the shelf, so if you're interested. Now I will put this down here, pointed at the table, hopefully, without it falling over. And I saw a piece of light something. It's funny because on my computer right now, I can see what happened like 3 seconds ago. All right. Yeah, it's a new deck, so. We'll wear these in no time at all. They are really pretty. Okay. All right. So how many cards should I do, Robin? How many cards? Robin? Are you still there, babe? 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Pick a number between 1 and 3. Robin, you go first because you told me how many cards to do. Number 2, right in the middle. Okay, I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to show you this card. And it is really pretty. Look at that. Oh, look at the flowers and the star. Trust your innocence. I like that. Maybe I can stand it up. Oh, I know. Give me a moment. There. And while I read the book for Trust Your Innocence, you can look at the card because it is really pretty. All right, what's the number on it? 54. Nice book. It shows you the numbers of the cards. 43. 50, 49, 51, 54. Trust your innocence. All right. It's pretty straightforward. Trust your innocence. Truth. Trusting yourself. Being real with people. Knowing the difference between intuition and paranoia. Uncensored feelings. Returning to innocence. It can be hard to decipher between intuition and what our mind is telling us. Stories, projections, expectations, or fear can arise under the guise of intuition. To distinguish truthful inner guidance from paranoia, we must return to innocence, to our purest essence. Here we have access to the truth of our being. What were the very first feelings or visions you had when you considered the question at hand, before you second-guessed yourself? How does it feel in your body when you are brutally honest with yourself? Try to go beyond the layers of what you have been taught to believe about yourself. When some of the logic falls away, what answers remain? When you ask a young child a question, they don't censor their answers. Their honesty may not be considered polite or socialized. It may even seem a bit funny, but it's their truth. And it's interesting to note how intuitive children naturally are. To tell the difference between intuition and mind chatter, you need to recognize a clear instinctive yes and a distinctive no. For this, you must trust yourself. The foundation of self-trust is honesty. You must be completely honest with yourself about what feels good, true, and real to you and what does not. Honesty is more than not lying to yourself. It is also about not withholding information. It is about having deep transparency within yourself. Some might describe their intuitive yes as a softening rather than a feeling of tightening, contracting, or avoidance. If we are to stay on our optimal path, trusting our original innocence or instincts is key. The divinatory meaning for this card is learn to trust your inner sense or intuition. You are encouraged to be absolutely honest with yourself. Cast aside any mind stories and shoulds that you tell yourself. In your heart of hearts, you know the answers. Dare to listen and to honor them. This card may also relate to being truthful with another person. Relationships can only deepen when we can be real with each other. Consider your timing and be considerate, but this is a time for truths. Robin, I love this card for you. I love this card for you. You picked a really good card for you. I don't want to speculate on it because I know a lot that's going on with you right now, but that's a nice card for you. I like it. So does anybody else want to pick a card? Or did you pick two as well? I have 1 and 3 here. Should I read them? Yeah, right? It is so much on point for you. I love it. Like, get down back to the truth and yeah, it'll just all come back together. That's so nice. All right, so I really would have picked number 3, but I don't know. Is anybody else on that wants to pick 1 or 3, or do you want me to do another shuffle? I'm going to do another shuffle. I'm going to do another shuffle, and then if someone else comes on and they want to pick a card, they can pick a card, and if not, then I mean, you know, we can call it a night, or Robin can pick another card, or I can pick a card. But I am just going to shuffle these guys. I like them. And then after I pick a card, or Robin, if you want to pick another card, I am thinking about, all right, I'm going to pick a card this time. Okay. Bye, hon. Love you. Ah! Thank you for giving us luck. And this one just popped up again. I will message you later. All right. Anyone else want to pick a card? There's a 1, a 2, and a 3. I'm just hoping that won't fall over. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. Ask a question in your head and then pick a card. 1, 2, or 3. And I'll just wait while you ask a question and pick a card. Say a number. Sure, it's a little wrinkly. Fix that while you're thinking. It's still wrinkly. I don't know what to do. All right, I'll just wrinkle it all up. Anybody want to pick a card? All right, I'm picking number 1. Gracious receptivity. I am gracious that you're all here. And I'm going to read this card, and then maybe we'll do some more card picks tomorrow. So, gracious receptivity. I'm going to put it right there. And it is number 28. 28. I don't know how to read cards, and I just opened this deck for anyone just joining. So I'm just going to read number 28, gracious receptivity. Okay, so gratitude, being thankful, receptivity, giving without expectation. How worthiness and self-love can affect your capacity to receive and to give without depletion, overflow, or obligation. Thriving over surviving, gifting economies. If there was a manual for optimal human experience, one of the most potent points would be gratitude. It is the backbone of all spiritual practice. I have been so grateful lately, just to go off on that. Writing a list of the things that you are grateful for has been scientifically proven to have a profound positive effect on the mind and the nervous system. Sidebar, I encourage everybody to always write what they're grateful for, because it is important to our mental health. To find things, even one thing every day that we are grateful for. Today I am grateful for, I'm really grateful for my family. That's number 1 right now today. When we shift our own perspective from what we are lacking, needing, and desiring, we temporarily replace the survival factor with the resonance for thriving. When we acknowledge the miracle of our existence and how far we have come despite the challenges, it can bring back our inner smile. Gratitude can enliven an attitude of, I've got this. One of the best tricks for bringing something into your life is to be already thankful for it, as if it has already arrived. This sets up the frequency of fullness and plenty, rather than emptiness and need. As we have mentioned before, like attracts like. But there is a whole other power at play here, as true gratitude is anchored in the heart. Being moved by the sheer awe of appreciation and thankfulness is hugely pivotal to the way others and our environment responds to us. The next step is to give from our hearts without being asked or invited. When we emanate a field of new earth consciousness, giving can free us from expectation, just by knowing that we can all thrive together when everything flows as a system of gifting. Yes, others may take advantage, but if you drop the fear of this outcome, it is quite likely that those of this frequency will also fall away. Holding up a beacon of light, this way, creates incentive and inspiration to those around you. As their cup fills, it unlocks space within them for resources in other areas. Thus, this giving overflow has a domino effect from person to person. Receptivity is a critical factor in the art of giving. Those who struggle to feel that they have the resources to give may also have trouble receiving. Some do not feel worthy enough to receive, even from themselves. As mentioned, heart energy is key to gratitude and receptivity. Here it brings us to self-love and how important it is for feeling full enough so that our overflow that doesn't deplete. Let me go back. Here it brings us to self-love and how important it is for feeling full enough so that our overflow doesn't deplete. The sentence just doesn't go. But anyway, I kind of get the gist of it. Like self-love, feel full, and then your overflow is always overflowing, right? When you allow yourself to receive from those in their hearts joyous overflow and give from a place beyond expectation or obligation, a whole new paradigm reveals itself. You will discover a new way of thriving. Giving and receptivity is a two-way flow. Each allows space for the other. When we are in our hearts, we have limitless resources, and that starts with gratitude. Could gifting economies be the seed for a more joyful paradigm of making the world go round? And then it has a divinatory meaning. Consider your relationship with gratitude, how comfortable you feel receiving, and what you love to give. Are there themes that allow you the joyous overflow of giving without limitation? How can you add this to the lives of others more often, away from the fear that you will get used up if you give without guaranteed reciprocity? That word has always been difficult for me. Reciprocity. Are there areas where you are overextending yourself? Can you give more from areas where you are stronger and have more skill and capacity? Right now, you may feel, you have little to give. If so, allow yourself to receive more. The gift of the sun on your face on a winter's day, or a compliment from a stranger. Allow yourself to drink every drop. After all, it is up to you how deeply you wish to drink of the gift that is shared. Often we take only a little sip when there is so much more we could appreciate. And yet it is beautiful when you give to someone and they light up and receive it fully. Gratitude, self-love, and self-worth are interwoven with the capacity to receive. Together they nourish your soul. Step into your heart space by listing Step into your heart space by listing all you are grateful for, and notice how full you start to feel. from this place, your gifting capacity can spiral upward. So, good thing I turned off notifications. I am late, first off. I am going to accept the gifts that people want to give me. That's all there is to it. I give and I give and I give, and I am kind of the person that doesn't want to take too much. I take a little sip. That's just who I am. But for the next week, maybe, I will just take all there is to give. It's like that was planned. But no, I was just thirsty. So yeah, that is a really pretty card. And I really want to thank Beyond Lemuria Oracle Cards and Izzy Ivy for creating them. And maybe we'll pull a card again tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe someone else will want to hear what they have. But yeah, I think I'll use this deck for the week and see what comes of it. I don't know. I could probably learn something from it. I appreciate you all for being here today. I'm sorry it's such a short episode, but it is after home time and my sign still says I'm open. I love you all. Bless you, and I will see you again soon.